Well, what is up, you beautiful people? This is Gary Horne. This is the NWA. It's the show celebrating the past, present, future, history, legacy, and tradition of the greatest pro wrestling entity of all time. And of course, we're talking about the National Wrestling Alliance, and it's Ladies' Night.
Woo-hoo!
And this whole screen looks totally different than it normally does. No
Phew.
bald guy, no Joe Galli playing darts. We're joined by Missa, Kate, and Sheri Shaw. Hello.
No boys allowed except for Gary. He's an
Yeah.
honorary girl power.
Just because I have to work the controls mostly. So I'm
No.
honored to be here. But and we're live. We're live on Facebook. We're live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter. We're live in a bunch of people or places, and a bunch of people are already here. Sorry. I'm not very good at this, by the way.
You're doing great.
but,
You're doing great.
Okay, great. We love you. Girls' night. Let's do
I'm
this.
nervous. I'm nervous for girls' night.
We didn't bring the wine. We forgot the wine.
Ugh.
Yeah, this is exciting though. This was requested multiple times that we needed more women on this thing because it's all just like
It's all me.
Kyle and Joe.
Gary, more women. Send. Gary, more women. Send.
No, there's like Polka Dot
They are
Pam who is in the chat right now, and there's Heather Hunley's in the chat right now. You know they requested it.
Of course.
Yeah, but I see what's up to the chat, by the way. Mark
Hello, chat.
Markington, Scott, Axel, Wild Arms. Good to see you guys. Eric Dealz there. Devin from Canada is in here. Or I don't know if he's from Canada. His last name says Canada. But
Are Kyle and Joe in the chat with little tears coming down their eyes?
oh, I don't see them yet, but I feel like they're gonna be there. Kyle said he was definitely watching. He like messaged me all happy today. I was like, who do we have tonight? What's going on? Blah blah blah. I was like, it's Ladies' Night, Kyle. You're not
Not
invited,
you,
remember?
sucker.
Oh, well, so neither of you ladies were in Mexico, but NWA was just in Mexico this past weekend. That's kind of cool. And
We
But
opened the
Miss-
channel AAA.
Yep.
Get that.
That's
See what I did
right.
there?
We saw Camille lost her ponytail. And she
That
was
was
like,
pretty
"Freaking
awesome.
out."
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's crazy.
I mean, see, there's like pictures and footage of her just like walking around with her weave. I loved it.
Bless.
I loved it.
She's so bad, eh? She don't care.
Yeah, she don't care at all.
It looked
Yeah.
awesome there. Everybody looked great.
Yeah, I have actually like a clip of her, I think. I'll play it real quick. This is from her show. She looked pretty dominant. She looks fantastic. That belt was very shiny too. Look at that.
That crowd sounded awesome too.
I heard
It
it was
did.
packed. You could barely move.
Mhm.
Great energy. Like this hybrid of like wrestling and rock and roll. Billy's talked about it for a long time. So to see him like put it into fruition and already international, it's pretty exciting. I can't wait. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up.
Well, people in the chat are already wondering, you know, we promised another guest host that we didn't have to start this thing off of, but she is here now. So let's welcome her. I am not going to say what her.
Whoa! Nice of you to join us. To Ladies'
Yeah,
Night.
well, if he would check his text, I said email me so I could be on my computer instead of my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I didn't.
Nice
Oh,
going,
I
Jamie.
see it now. Yeah,
What
it's
the?
usually my fault.
No, women just like to blame. So well, anyway.
I mean, would you rather switch or are you cool like
Yeah.
this right now?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on.
No, I'll just keep talking till you switch. Anyway, what's up, kids?
We love you.
Hello, darling. I love you guys. Hello.
Like, she's got to be at girls' night. This was our deal.
Mhm.
It's not girls' night without Madusa. Oh, there
She got the wine. I
I
said that. I was like, we forgot her wine.
That's
Oh,
a Diet Coke. Madusa always says we're gonna have a glass of wine together, yet somehow it never ever happens.
We did too. We went one night.
Did we?
Yeah, that one hotel somewhere. I don't know. We all sat in that big table.
Very memorable for you, I can see.
Well, I remember you, but
I remember. That's the night where every time I asked you a question, you would start the answer
it's
with
in my book.
"In my book." Everything. Madusa, what'd you have for lunch today? It's in my book. It's in my book. Sorry.
I have emailed you the link. You should have it now, hopefully.
There's the
Oh,
book. Look at it all
no,
shiny and
Madusa,
new.
we did you one better than that. I even prepped like this nice little thing here
Oh
on this.
my
Look
Look
at
at
that.
that.
So
That's
you
awesome.
can see it. The woman who would be king, the Madusa story.
Oh my gosh, that is too crazy. All right, I'm clicking out and I'll be back in.
Okay, we
All
missed you.
Well, it was
I
good
love it.
having Madusa on the show
Oh,
tonight.
she ain't coming back. We got her book plug. She's out.
she made her like one obligation to show up, and then she was gone. People
a
in
lot
the
of
chat already
cosplaying for that.
blaming me. Yep.
I'm calling it right now. That picture on the cover.
Badass. Like, you
A
just
lot of
don't
girls,
really better.
yeah.
I mean,
Gonna be copying.
she drives a monster truck. I
Mhm.
mean, how
Look
many
at that.
people on this earth- Look at
What
her.
up, what up, what up, bitches?
Oh, she's a pro. Listen to that sound.
Hello,
Got the
hello.
background.
We are, yes, a big old setup. Yes, I Twitch. That's why you got to have the whole setup.
There you go. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You sound
Look at
great.
you. I knew you were a star there, Sheri. You got a star in the back.
It's probably available on Amazon too.
It's in the book.
Search Starlight.
Yeah. Okay. So what are we kids doing?
Well, we were just chatting it up right now. We've got special guest Missa Kate on here with us. We just watched a
Mhm.
clip of Camille in Mexico.
Yeah. What happened? Good stuff.
Some good stuff. And Danny Dealz is in the chat, and I swear if I don't
Oh, God.
show you
Danny,
this one
no.
thing, he's got a promo code going. Let me see if I can find it real
Where's
quick. I
Girls'
think
Night,
it's
Danny
this.
Dealz. Girls'
Hold on.
Night.
Let me show this clip real quick.
Oh, good.
It was
That's
He
a
hates when I do
professional.
that. Yeah, he hates when I show that. Actually, what he wanted me to show was that he does have a spring sale going on right now at nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop. Use the code SPRINGDEALS and you get 20% off of your order through March the 10th. So you see Danny Dealz and candy there, so you know it's legit. nationalwrestlingalliance.com/shop. So go there. That was-
Spring deals. Dealsy. NWA. Yay.
yeah.
all right. No more boys are infiltrating our girls' night.
Yeah.
That's,
Except for you.
Yeah, but Gary's an honorary girl
Honor-
night.
I guess I get to be an honorary girl right now.
He gets the best.
So,
Well, you know, anything's a go. There you go.
yeah, everybody loves that slap clip except for Danny Dealz. But
He loves it.
We might have to redo that.
All right, so since we have Missa Kate on real quick, I do have one more clip I want to show, and then I want to talk about this with her and get you guys' thoughts as well.
Oh no! Oh no! Transition. She's got the tights. They did it.
my God!
She did it. They was holding on to the tights.
And new NWA World Women's Tag Team Champions, Pretty Empowered 2.0.
Roxy did it. She had to
say-
cheat, but she did it.
Uh-oh.
Right now.
Wait a minute.
Ladies and
Kyle, what's
gentlemen, I'm
happening?
being told that Maddie and Missa Kate are cashing in their Champion Series championship opportunity right now.
It's happening now, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
my gosh,
God.
guys.
Oh, the
Personal
kick
right
fillet.
now.
The kick fillet. Here comes Maddie. Reality check. Reality check.
Cover on Roxy.
She got her.
The winners of this
did
match.
it.
Wait a minute. And new NWA World Women's Tag Team Champions, Maddie and Missa Kate.
We have seen the title change hands twice here.
On this
In one
episode.
night.
All right, so there you go. Missa Kate, one half of the NWA Women's World Tag Team Champions. That's a pretty slick move you guys pulled there, and you look like you were happy about that.
No, that was like really cool winning that. I know we've had like a lot of comments about me and Maddie's relationship because it's been a little on and off, but her and I bicker like sisters, right? But at the end of the day, we both have a common goal, and that was we wanted gold, and that's what we got out of it.
There you go. And you're sitting here with a former women's champion right now with Madusa. So Madusa, what did you think of that win? I guess I just wanted to throw that over to you. Are you cool with that way of winning? I mean, I guess it's legit. You get the cash in, you could do it.
First of all, I don't know about pulling the tights to win. That's one. And number two, I mean, cashing in, that was a great move, by the way. Very, very fast thinking. And let's see, Maddie pinning her. Almost like that was a quick pin, almost twisted her ankle there, but thank God she covered her. And I think that was almost like a 4 count, really. It's like a 4 count. I think that ref needs to speed up. Yeah, it was a little 4 count. Should have been up a little sooner. And at the end, the congratulatory, I mean, what the heck? You're going to take off Maddie's head there. It looked like you were going to like flip her over or put her in a headlock. And if I was Maddie, I'd be a little standoffish too.
Yeah, I mean, I get a little excited, and that's the cool dynamic of our tag team, I feel like. She's a little bit more
allegedly, according to you, yes? Mm-hmm.
Yes, according to me. But yeah, so, I mean, I got excited. Of course I'm going to try to. It was an accident. I didn't mean to, whatever. She was
Don't ever tell on yourself. Just, tell her to take it and woman up. Bitch has got to get stronger or something, right? Whatever. There we go. There's my take. Maddie's going to wear outfits like that. You know, she better deliver.
Oh, the Spice Girls.
I can say that because I used to wear those outfits, one-leggers. That was back in 1987.
That is a unique choice. I don't like. Is there any kind of advantage to having that sort of outfit? No, I'm just saying it's a weird thing. You have one leg. That's not a normal.
Only one leg, you get magical powers. Didn't you know this, Gary?
I'm just saying. All right, see, this is why it's ladies' night. I should just shut up. So,
I guess there's things that can happen that you don't want to happen, but I don't know.
Oh my goodness!
You get the best of both worlds. That way, you're never.
I think it's unique. Yeah, I think it's unique.
Same.
And that's part of the deal. So a lot of people in the chat talking about 312, and so we have to assume maybe the women's tag team champions are going to be there. Who do you think you would like to face at 312? Do you have any potential opponents in mind? I'm guessing you haven't heard the end of Pretty Empowered.
Unfortunately not. Probably not. They're always like barking their way in places. So yeah, either them or Renegade, whoever. Honestly, me and Maddie are ready. So at this point, we have the belts. We're ready to take anybody on. We're ready to show what we have to offer. And we're going to be in my hometown. So whoever it is, they better bring their A game.
Chicago.
So what about any takers on the outside? Not just in NWA. They might show up and challenge you?
Very good question. Well, of course, you have the Hex that everybody knows. We have yet to have a match against them. We've each had singles matches against them, and I know Maddie just had a match against AK in Texas, I believe. But yeah, so I mean, if they want to come on down to Chicago, we can wrestle them for them too. I mean, like, we all know that they had the belts for a decent amount of time, and I feel like, I don't know, it's hard because there's so many different dynamics for tag teams between the Pretty Empowered, the Renegade Twins, and the Hex. So I think anybody that we're in the ring with, I don't know. I think it's just going to be something to see. You're definitely going to want to watch.
So you've got a standard to fill. I mean, everyone's got, they're going to be coming after you. So you and Maddie better have your shit straight, let's just say, and better get your little combinations together. And I wouldn't take anything too lightly. I wouldn't. I mean, you've got some vets from the Hex, right? And I would like to see a rematch between you and Pretty Empowered, actually, because I don't know. Those girls are pretty good, but they're nasty. They're cheaters. You guys are skillful. Not saying that they're not, but I think you guys could have a decent match again.
Thank you. and the whole reason that we won we lost the first time was a
Mhm.
miscommunication between Maddie and I. So for that reason alone, I would love to have a match with them again, just to prove like, no, we are the champions, and that was due to our miscommunication. But like how you said, yeah, between we have the veterans, the Hex, the Nasty, Pretty Empowered. We definitely have a couple people shooting for us, and again, it's the weakest point for us right now is that I'm in Chicago and she's in Texas. So unfortunately, people can capitalize that we're not able to train with each other as much as we would like. So
Stop blowing out excuses. Come on. I don't want to hear it. Yeah. So when you get to the building and the ring is already up, what's the best thing you can do?
Oh, definitely roll around in it.
Get there before anybody else does. Yep. Absolutely. That's what I want to hear and see. Okay.
I love that. Have you guys had a chance to, for if anybody doesn't happen to know, I mean, there are two hosts here. Sheri is like the nuts and bolts of the NWA backstage.
The
like
meat and the potato, baby.
That's it. Nothing happens without Sheri. And
quite the endorsement.
And Madusa
what, meat and potatoes?
Well, I mean, our nuts and bolts kind of like.
You keep it together. You keep it together.
She does.
So
I try I do everything but wrestle and pay the bills. I will do anything. I don't do everything, but
well,
things I won't do.
I'd take that and not pay the bill, these bills either. Who would want to pay these bills?
Not me.
No, ma'am.
And Madusa is one of our agents in the National Wrestling Alliance. And have you two had a chance to, like, I mean, Missa and Madusa, have you guys had a chance to work together very much as far as that relationship?
I don't think I've been your agent yet, have I? No, I think Jazz is basically is running the girls. Every so often, intermittently, I'll get thrown a woman's match, but I think, hey, I'll take her. I'll agent that match.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Well, Deuce knows, like, unfortunately, like, well, not unfortunately, because I love Jazz. That's a horrible choice of words. But yeah, Jazz mainly runs the women's division as far as agenting the matches. So when I can and when Madusa is free, I try to pick her brain and ask questions as much as I can. Try not to bother her too much, but
you do. I like it. I think it's great. I think every producer, every agent has their own base and their own ways of agenting. And I think that asking questions, if they were able to watch your match or, what is your insight on this? I think it's great that you ask questions to everybody because everyone is different. And then you get a different perspective, which is only going to help you grow as a person, as an entertainer, as a woman. And I know I would have liked that. So
thank you. Yeah. And I definitely feel like since day one that I walked in there, you kind of got where I'm coming from a lot of different, like, just pretty much you and I have had talks. So like, I just feel like that you get where I'm coming from as far as like, in-ring work, character work, stuff like that. So that's, to me, I'm like, that's really cool for me. It's like somebody that I look up to is like, they're helping me and like, they just kind of, they understand me in a way. So I'm like, that is very, I don't know. I'm lost for words because it's really cool, honestly.
No worries. Because I mean, a character is very important to me and how you come across. And so sometimes I keep beating it into you as in our conversations, but it's sometimes, if you, well, how do you say, it's not beat it into you, but just keep reminding you of who you are, what your niche is, and being productive and keep honing that craft on a certain, on what you have, and just escalating that is only going to make you a better person and a better entertainer.
Do you get a chance to catch the other matches when you're agenting? I feel like you'd be pretty focused on the stuff you're having to deal with, like work wise.
I try. You know, I have so many girls coming up and saying, "Dude, did you see my match?" And I'm like, gosh, next time, just let me know that you want me to, and I will try my hardest, you know. But again, trying to corral the dudes, the guys that just linger around and try to get them in there in the small little circle right before their match and try to make sure everyone's on time and make sure they've got their spots or they know what's going on in the finish or if something's changed. It's pretty important to me. I know what's going on. Not that I don't want to with others, but if I can, I will.
She spends a lot of time in the truck with me. So once her
Oh, that too. Good point, Sheri. Go
she
ahead.
runs the production truck and we'll watch the match and then kind of make fun of people not on the screen, but maybe in the truck with us.
No, the audience, our fans are amazing people. Let me tell you, some of them show up in duck suits. Some of them show up in green suits. Some of them show, I don't know, but there's some pretty entertaining people in the audience.
Nobody's going to remember this. I remember in like St. Louis, I got called to the truck by like Billy Trask for some reason. And I remembered going in there and for whatever reason, he had me sit next to him. I think it was to make sure the pre-show was going off without a hitch or something. And at that time, then all of a sudden, like, I think Madusa had just started showing up at stuff. So she walked in and then like Jazz and Sheri, you were there. And like, it was like Billy was sitting there. And I've never been more intimidated by anything in my entire life than that moment. I was just like,
And everybody in one room.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know what to do right now.
Oh.
She drives a monster truck. Let's just talk about
Sheri, I swear, if I had a third seat in my truck, your ass would be in it.
I would break a hip just getting into the truck.
No, because I would boot my head underneath your butt and I'd get you in there. You'd be
How
good.
many people do you know that drive a monster truck? Nobody. Nobody knows anybody that drives a monster truck unless you
It's
know.
in my book.
I know it's in your book. I'm gonna have to read the book,
Share Bear.
or else I won't be able to have a conversation with her anymore.
That's right. Share Bear, I'm coming in early just for you. We're having dinner Friday night before Chicago, right?
Will you read your book to me?
I can't guarantee that.
Are you doing an audiobook? Are you going to read an audiobook?
Yes, I did already. Before the book even came out, I was approached for the audio to made an audio deal before the book even came out. So yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it should be out, I think, closer to December, maybe beginning of next year. Mm-hmm. Yep, they like to wait a few 6 to 8 months or something. Especially this book is going pretty good.
I saw on Amazon like it was almost sold out there. I think they added a couple more
Twice
now. Yeah.
Yep, twice. Mm-hmm.
And so that's cool. I pre-ordered it too when I saw that.
Aww.
So I hope to get it good enough that I can get you to sign it one day. So,
Oh, you know, y'all, you know I will. Missa Kate, you know, I do want to tell you this. So this book right here, this book is 40 years of entertainment, and you can't really cram 40 years of entertainment in one book. However, you know, if you keep going down the road you're going, I'm sure there's, you know, the little tips that I can tell you to help you write a book is always keep a journal. And I'm not kidding. You may hear this repeatedly and you may not have done it yet, but the best day is to start like tonight. You start writing down, you did this podcast, you had these conversations, who you spoke to, who was there, what you spoke about. I mean, just bullet points. And if you were to keep a daily planner and you wrote all that stuff down, it's going to come in handy one day. Who knows what's going to happen in 10 years, the way social media is going or the internet, right? What's going to be able to be ready available. So I'm going to kind of freak you all out. I have OCD really bad. So the books back in the day, there are these things called the Franklin Mints, not Franklin Mints, but these Franklin books. They're like daily planners. And I started buying them back in 1986, 87. I kept every single one yearly and it was full. I wrote down every match I had, who it was with, how long it lasted, where it was at, who the ref was, airline tickets, everything on that day was down there. And then, of course, it was everyday life in between. There was phone conversations but with like Eric Bischoff and, you know, a few words I said to him. and stuff like that. And, negotiations and, title trashing and, all that good stuff. But so all of that came in handy. So my wise word, wisdom to you, my dear. Keep notes. Keep journals. Yeah. I mean, Sheri, you're a singer songwriter, right? And I think don't you get a lot of your music just from maybe letters and poems and things you write down, and just you go back in time and you can just write a song about it.
All of it comes from journaling and planners and little scribbles, notepads. I have sticky notes everywhere in my world because you never know if that one line's going to turn into something.
Yeah. That's so cool. I love it.
I wish one of my Post-it notes said, I drove a monster truck today.
I swear I'm have to buy you a
got
damn
to
monster
get her in
truck.
a monster truck.
I know. I swear. We tried getting a monster truck for Chicago, but it's it's not. Well, it's not done yet. We don't know. We're going to see if we can get a local person or something.
I mean, we work for Billy Corgan. He's got more juice than anybody on the planet. And someone out there is a Smashing Pumpkins fan and likes monster trucks. We need your
Can
help.
you imagine if we get a local monster truck, we get it wrapped? It only costs probably about $2,500, just to get it wrapped, and to have it sit there, and it can be NWA on one side, Smashing Pumpkins on the other. And then, whatever else he wants on there, something else on the tailgate, and it can sit there as propaganda, just like as advertisement. And just, oh my gosh.
And flip over the ring.
I don't know about all of that. Maybe we can drive it. However, I don't know. It'd be up to the owner of the monster truck.
Sit out in front. Sit out in front.
How much does a monster truck cost? Can we just buy one? Is anybody selling a monster truck?
Well, they cost about $300,000.
Okay.
Well, that's how much I make on this show.
If we all
Perfect.
everybody in the chat, if we all chip in, we
Yeah.
can happen.
I think so.
We could.
I think so. Do we have, speaking of people in chat, do we have people in chat?
Oh yeah, there's people in the chat. They're
What's
talking.
up, people in the chat? What's up? What's up?
Everybody was enjoying, I think, you giving life advice to Missa K. So Missa K,
Oh.
no pressure. Start journaling. Are you going to start journaling?
So actually, this was probably the first thing that you probably might not even remember, but you did tell me and a couple other girls. I took your advice. I do have to get better at it. I keep the matches and whatnot in my phone that I need to transfer onto paper because I hate digital stuff. I don't trust my phone that just shutting off one day. So I've been listening. I gotta do better though. But I definitely want to do. I have all of my plane tickets. I have even hotel keys. I'm gonna check everything. So yeah, I have everything. I gotta actually sit down, make a scrapbook with a diary and all that stuff.
Even if you keep the originals, I had probably by the end, 50 plastic bins just on wrestling stuff. And what I would do is that I had all the plastic bins, and they were all labeled in the front, and they'd be wrestling in what year and stuff. And then you just open it up, break it down. And that was including I would take outfits that I wore only once or whatever. And then they would be, they'd suck all the air off. They put them in the bags to keep and then just throw them in there.
I like that.
And then I just go back, and that's how I sell a lot of my stuff too. So I had so much crap. What am I going to do with all of that? So my husband and I, about 10 years ago, we started an eBay auction. It's called Madusa's Garage. And every year around, September, October, we start putting stuff up from my wrestling and monster truck days. And we just sell bits and parts. I still have tons of monster truck, the tailgates and the whole side panels. And we cut pieces of those up and then sand them down, and then I'll autograph them and then sell them on the eBay. I mean, what else are you going to do? And people want pieces of that. So what I'm saying is memorable moments. That means a lot to you. I can't not stress enough. You don't have to keep everything. It's and just making bullet points of important dates and times and people, and even the most uncomfortable situations are key points.
I have a question for you guys to switch gears a little bit.
Yes.
There's a lot of talk about NWA having one of the best locker rooms around.
Mm.
Of course, I think that, but you hear that a lot from people that are visiting or, fans. As women that have been in locker rooms all over the world, what are some of the things you enjoy about being a female in NWA? Because it's super important to me, the whole girl power thing. I came up with that a few years ago because women in wrestling are often looked in ways that they don't deserve to be looked at, and they're often not looked in ways they should be looked at and put over. But I think it starts with the core, with the people that are in your company, the men that are supporting you, and then the females that are supporting you. So can you just talk a little bit about what it's like to be in that locker room with girls from all ages and all stages of their career? Do you agree with people saying that it's one of the best locker rooms around?
You talking Missa? Go ahead and take you Missa. Go ahead, Missa.
Oh, okay.
I hate it. Next.
Yeah. And I'm gonna leave. I plead the fifth. No, just kidding. No, from what I've heard, the only thing I have to compare is NWA has been the most professional locker room I've been in. Other than that, it's been more so like indie locker rooms. So I can take other people's words, and pretty much a bunch of female veterans have said that this is like the least catty, the most sisterhood locker room that they've been in. So that is very reassuring to me that I'm in the right place. And yeah, I mean, just from my perspective alone, a lot of us are, like how you said, there's different age ranges, but you do have a group of us, I feel, that are in the same spot, and we're trying to learn and we're trying to grow. So it's really fun for us now that we're able to be led by veterans and whatnot and be taught and kind of be like, oh, do this, not that, and stuff like that, and being able to, like, I don't know, just kind of explore who we are. So that's really interesting to me, and really new, and I'm trying to get used to it. So yeah, I mean, I'm really excited for what like the NWA women's locker room like has to offer in the future. Again, and look at our women's champ, Camille, right? I mean, she is, when they say locker room leader, she is to me like what a locker room leader should be. She isn't somebody who you feel like you need to be scared around. She's very inviting. I mean, yeah, she got big muscles, so she's a little scary. But she is like a big sister in the locker room, but at the same time, she's like, no nonsense here, please. So, but it's, I don't know, overall, the feel of the locker room is very inviting. So, very fortunate.
It is. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I know, just as a woman and all over the world and in many locker rooms, I do have to say that this is the least like problem. It's not, it's very comfortable, and I think it really stems from your environment and the people that you have around, and people feeling that they can communicate. There's always going to be friction in some areas. However, it's nothing that I've seen that can't be handled, which is really nice because it's always nipped in the butt early and it's taken care of. And that is because of, well, of course, Sheri and her direction and stuff and what she likes. And she likes a certain kind of way and how a flow goes. And once everyone understands that and knows that, they know how it rolls, right? And it's really good working with Sheri. She's like a sister. Sister Sheri.
Oh,
get it?
nailed it.
Sister Sheri Martel. But no, you're not Sister Sheri. But yeah, it's just, I know that I can do better when there's an environment that is less problems. Yeah, it's really nice.
Right, like
Do
it's
you often
pressure off a little bit.
say that again, Missa? Sorry.
Sorry. No, it's just like, just reiterating a little bit what she's saying is just, yeah, it's like an unnecessary pressure that shouldn't be there isn't there when it comes to this locker room. So again, you feel like, again, just from my side of it, yeah, you feel like you can just one less thing off your mind. Everybody knows in wrestling there's a million things to think about, to do. So I'm like, with a very cohesive locker room, that's amazing, because now it's like, okay, now it's not like, oh great, going to tapings, got to deal with this crap. That's not really a issue.
And when there is, we always have Sheri that can kick their ass anyway.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
That's why you get Madusa and hide behind you.
Oh my God, you are the cutest. Yes.
Or Jazz too. I just hide behind you guys. Do this. Kenya, thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye. But you know what? We're really lucky. I mean, for what we're doing and what we have, to have even a makeup area and a makeup room and makeup artists and hair girls and people, men and women. I got to say that, I mean, you guys are really lucky. And because many years ago, we never had that. We had to do it ourselves. And that's probably why I never wore makeup. And the only time I do now is for shoots or TV or something. So, I mean, I think we're pretty all blessed to have that. Yeah, I guess Sheri is the one that, don't you book all of that?
No, that's all the thanks go to Billy Corgan.
Billy Corgan books all the makeup girls?
I don't think he's actually physically booking.
Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. Woo, he's talented.
He wears makeup on stage.
Yeah, I saw the makeup he was wearing in Mexico. Oh my gosh, let's talk about Mexico.
Yeah.
Boy, it kicked butt. A lot of people enjoyed it. Like it was pretty badass.
Pam and Heather, they're in the chat. I think I can't see it. They were both there. They need to chime in and let us know what the vibe was like.
Yeah, Pam and Heather were there. Pam was just talking about it a little bit ago, that everybody looked amazing. And I even saw like Conan, who's got a big role in AAA. He put out.
He showed up too, didn't he?
Yeah, he was there, and he put out a tweet the other day saying yesterday saying that, you know, he thought the synergy between the two brands was amazing and that everybody was really professional, and he's ready to run it back. So sounds like AAA's in for some more if
wow,
get it together.
That's great. Well, what really helped facilitate that, of course, was that awesome music from the Smashing Pumpkins and all the other great artists, right?
Such a cool thing. So cool.
Yeah. Rockin' and wrestling, or wrestling and what is it? Rock and wrestling. Yeah.
Yeah. And and I've heard we'll get to see some of that. I see some of the people in the chat asking this. I've been I'm sorry, Chad. I wasn't ignoring you. I can see you all there, but they were having such a good conversation. I wanted to let them talk without me distracting them. And Sheri Shaw just disappeared. Right.
No, she's probably having a coughing attack. She'll be back in.
Okay. But anyway, yeah, everybody asking about it, I think they are going to use the footage for some episodes coming up. So
yeah,
we'll be able to see it all. So
have you ever been to Mexico, Missa?
No, I have not.
Have you? How about Mexican style?
So I actually train now. Well, Lucha Libre a little bit, and for the I am the women's champion of a promotion over here in Chicago called Galli Lucha Libre, and I was fortunate. I think a month ago, Galli and Bandito School Big Lucha had like a I can't think of the term right now, but they pretty much had a combined show over here in Chicago, and I was able to wrestle one of their girls over there. And it was a little scary because I don't speak much Spanish, and she didn't speak much English. So, yeah. So it was intimidating, but overall, that's where I feel like a lot of people say like wrestling is one language, it's a universal language. So that's why we're able to get through it. And we got some money. And that was the first time that my home promotion, I guess you could say, Galli Lucha, ever received money for a female match. So
congratulations. Keep up the good work. The more experience you can get internationally, I'm going to help you across the board. What about going to Japan or anything like that?
I want to. Ricky Marvin, somebody who he is known more so in Japan. I call him a mentor of mine. Anytime he is over here, I always try to tell him, like, beat me up, teach me stuff. So he's trying to educate me on like Japan style and whatnot. So hopefully one day he's pushing me to go there. And I just got my passport in the mail today, so I would love to go there and train and all that stuff. Which I'm gonna message him and let him know as soon as we're done. I'm excited. So yeah, hopefully that'll be in my future going over there. But
Our next, go ahead. Sorry.
no, I just honestly I want to just learn all. I'm a wrestling nerd. I want to learn all different styles. I want to know as much as I can.
I think our next international trip is to Australia, correct, Cher?
Correct.
Yes, that'll be exciting. I've been to Australia many times, and that was for monster trucks. Yes, Sheri. And so it's a big stomping ground for myself. So hopefully when we do go back, man, I'd love to pound that pavement over there. That'd be great.
Well, Madusa, you've been super generous with your time. I know you had something else to get to, so if you need to bail on us, I wanted to give
bail.
you
I like how you put that. If you're going to bail on us, just.
I think that everybody is grateful to have you here tonight, and so I did not mean that in a negative context.
No, I know. I'm just giving you some crap. So, first of all, I want to say, yeah. Well, you got a husband over here and whatever. No, I'm getting ready to leave out of town anyway. So, Missa, I got my eyes on you all the time. I'm always here if you need anything. And, sir, thank you for conducting this podcast. I really appreciate it. It really is awesome for the NWA. Thank you for leading this pack. And Sheri, you're always my sister here in NWA. Thank you so much for everything. And I'll see your happy ass soon.
Very soon.
Yes. And you got to pick out dinner somewhere. So it's, whatever.
Okay. Here's the thing, Madusa, before she goes, I just have to give her a little crap.
Oh my God.
Every night after every show, it's, hey, Sheri, you want to go get some wine? Yeah, I'll meet you in the lobby. Okay. Go to the lobby. Cricket. Where's Madusa?
I can't help it. I'm alone. I just I don't feel like going down. I do got to see Sheri, but I did one time. We did. So anyway, I'm taking you out to dinner. You pick the place and we'll go. You said some nice place.
Mark
what?
In your journal, Missa Kate. She said we're going in Chicago.
Yeah, if I don't show up, I know I'll get my ass handed to me. So whatever.
Billy Corgan does have a restaurant over here, right?
Well, that's a tea place. I'll be there anyway. We all will. Will you be there, Sheri Bear?
I will.
You will. Okay.
I hope so. It's 10 minutes from my house.
Oh, okay. All right. I can't wait to see you. Thank you, everybody. I wish you the best. Until next time.
Next girls' night.
Mm-hmm. And instead of a glass of wine, it'll be a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
there you go.
All right. See you. Peace out, guys.
All right, later. All right. Well, that was Madusa. And Sheri, I've already gotten a note. I think you got the same email. We're sitting here. Missa, you're stuck here. Sorry. That we have, for ladies night, we have another special guest. And so while we've still got time, we want to make sure to welcome that guest now, if you guys are cool with it.
I did not ask anybody else, so I don't know what this is about.
All right. Well, let's see who it is. Well, they left. They left the green room right as I did that. Oh. So I don't know. So it's a real bummer. So I don't.
Away. What's going on tomorrow night? What matches do we got tomorrow night? What's going on?
So I have not gotten the graphics yet, but I can tell you that tomorrow night you're going to see Trevor Murdoch versus someone new named Beast Mode. We haven't seen before in the NWA ring.
Trevor's taking that. This is my call.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, my picks.
EC3 is going to take on Dante Smiley. I see that.
EC3.
Sal the Pal versus Gags the Gimp at a hair versus mask match.
Sal the Pal all day long.
And we'll have Camille taking on newcomer Ruthie J.
Camille, obviously. Sorry, Ruthie, you don't stand a chance.
Yeah, most
one-time champ.
Yeah. Way to lose the surprise guest, Gary. Well, they're back. So let's see who the special guest is for Ladies Night on the NWA live stream. It's what is going on?
Just because you're a highliner does not mean you get to come to Ladies Night.
Well, I got a few things to say. You know, I first of all, I just missed everyone in the makeup room in Mexico. I know that's our little, that's our gig. No secret that I do like a little eyeliner. It enhances my natural curve of the eyes
Looks
and
good on
the
you.
shape. And you know what? It's again, I feel that you have all accepted me into your world so graciously that why would I not want to grace you on my presence at this show? It's Girls Talk. Here we are. So, ladies, what are we talking about?
We were just talking about how you ditched me Valentine at the altar.
Whoa. Hard-hitting stuff right off the bat.
I'm just saying. I mean, I know it was an accident. It was an accident. I know this.
There were like a million things, Sheri. Like Mexico just happened, and Aaron was there. But
I'm still a little hurt. I put a lot of work into that wedding.
It was a beautiful wedding. You know what? It was a beautiful wedding. Clearly, it was the minister's fault. He didn't know what he was doing. He was supposed to have paperwork, didn't go through, and I still feel horrible about May. I mean, I tried to go to couples counseling with her. We saw that. That ended up going down the toilet quick. And you know what? I'm hoping with the new arrival of spring, my love life will blossom like the trees. And that's all I got to say about that.
I don't think she was right for you, Aaron, so it's okay.
You know what? I haven't found the
serious ways.
There hasn't been the right woman yet. I don't. Well, there has been. I screwed it up. So you know that's. It was nothing bad. I was just my personality's quirky, shall we say? I have a very interesting kind of just way I look at the world, as we know.
I would never have picked up on that. That's so weird.
Really?
Yeah. You just seem like just a normal, like chill guy.
I try. I really try.
How was Mexico?
Amazing. Yeah. I say this, and I was going to actually do a video, and I still may. It was the best out-of-country experience I've ever had. And it was just because it was like, you know, it was the NWA. That's why. It was us. It was the same. But it wasn't all of us, but it was the same vibe. Definitely like the team atmosphere was great. You know, I don't know if you saw this or not, but I kind of popped, locked, and dropped it at the Pumpkins concert, standing next to Billy on stage. And Markova, there was a bit of an issue, and I didn't like to resolve these things in public, but let's just say, you know,
Aaron.
Well,
I didn't. Hey, I am a.
Did Billy see this?
What?
I saw it. It's on social media. I saw this.
Did Billy?
You know what?
Billy
and you saw how I was in the right. I mean, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I was clearly defending myself after she assaulted the castle, the temple that is my body, and smacked the you-know-who out of me on stage.
Took the eyeliner out of you.
She slapped the eyeliner off her face.
Oh, smack the eyeliner off me.
I'm going to review the tape.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you'll have to review, but the shaking and the pop, lock, and dropping, I was actually most proud of.
I wish I had known about this ahead of time. I would have made sure to have that clip handy.
I'll send you all the clip.
All right. That'll be good.
Did you buy any souvenirs? Did you buy pinata?
No, we didn't have time. You know, like with every NWA, I actually I just sent you the clip, Cher. You know, what we do, and it was funny how Madusa was saying that, you know, to go get some wine after at the lobby. I mean, we are putting in, you know, 13, 14-hour days. Some of us longer, to where, like, in my opinion, it is the best locker room environment I have ever been in my life. Everybody works their bums off. But at the same time, I mean, when you're done, you are just exhausted. And, of course, some of us hang out afterward and not. But, I mean, it's just, when I come home from those loops, I am completely happy, and I'm exhausted. You know, it's one of those things where I need another day to just sleep. So
I need a week. I call it after show coma week.
Yeah, but and you know what? It's not even just a show schedule. It's just with all the craziness that ensues. Like there's always something going on. Like our locker room, it is really. I mean, I know everyone can say, "Oh, what locker room is it?" But no, we really have some interesting things going on there, in a nothing but a fun and awesome way. And I say you could just make a TV show by sticking the camera in there. Not that we would ever allow that, but you know.
Maybe.
Although Kyle was very camera happy this trip, I'm not going to lie. I was.
He was taking a lot of footage. So was Joe.
There was a few times where I was like, enough, maybe. But all is well. And him and Joe did such a great job.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot, and I was just talking about how even Conan was on Twitter talking about the energy between the two brands and wanting to do more. So seems like you guys got along well with the AAA folks also.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just like with us. I think anytime anyone comes into our locker room, and I would be kind of hard pressed if I didn't say, like, I tried to kind of observe and make sure they were having a good time. And the feedback is it's one of the most welcoming locker rooms, like top to bottom ever. And that's something that, I think a lot of us collectively, we pride ourselves in.
Agreed.
Aaron, you've been a champion multiple times over throughout your career in different promotions. I was just curious, since we've got you on here, Missa Kate is a new one half of the tag team champions.
Congratulations. Do you need a manager?
No.
All right.
Remember you said that.
Well, I was out. Okay, well, that was my pitch. I don't
I'm just kidding. I'll have to run it by Maddie. It's main character Maddie, so she's kind of shining her light a little bit with me. She's been generous with that, so we'll see if we can work something out,
Blood Force Trauma wouldn't be the worst.
You can't wear more eyeliner than us. You can't wear more eyeliner.
No, it's all good. Hey, and you already got the titles, and you know something, you're a smart businesswoman. I don't blame you. Why would I need a manager? We got the titles, but see, here's what's going to happen. You got those titles, you got bullseyes on you. There's little red dots like in the movie The Predator, right? Everyone's got their sights on you. So eventually, if you need someone watching your back, give me a call. I do not, I do not discriminate. Black Love Management, we represent everybody, men, women. It's all good.
Musicians, you can manage.
You know what? Maybe the occasional musician. I don't know. I was talking to some people at the World is a Vampire Festival, and Interpol was interested. Billy was a little interested, but I mean, then again, I couldn't get him to return my calls after I was escorted out of his dressing room. So I don't know.
That's sad to hear. I'm sure that would be a partnership made in heaven.
Right, it's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't hurt, Missa. I'm just saying, Blood Force Trauma, you could do worse having those guys watching your back too. So
true. I mean, you're not allowed to handle any paperwork, if that were to happen. But
understandable. I mean, based upon what the public's perception was that I screwed that wedding up. When we all know it was the honorable, and I use that in quotations, Sam Tino. Again, I've never seen that man in my life. I have no idea what he was about, where he was from. Clearly, there was at least one clerical error in the paperwork, and they paid the price. As did I. I'm still emotionally spent. I don't feel like I'm good enough. I'm in therapy for this.
Sheri, did you hire him? Is that what happened? Or what's going on?
He just showed up and he had a pass on, so I just assumed he was legit. Nobody told me any different.
Well, we all should have passed.
Well, and we've seen recently on Power, you guys may have tried couples therapy with Mike Busey. I don't know that went that well either.
It didn't. It did not.
Maybe don't get couple therapy from someone of his caliber.
That's it. And again, that was all May's fault. I just took it on the chin like the champion that I am.
It's weird you say that. You'd think somebody that runs a place called the Sausage Castle would be really good at being in relationships.
I mean, I looked him up. I vetted him, and it was too late. At that point, there was nothing I could do about it.
I don't see what meat processing has to do with relationship therapy. But, some people, I guess they can wear many hats, as we say.
Yeah. You would be a prime example of being able to pull that off. You've done that throughout your career.
I try.
Well, thanks for interrupting our girls' night.
Well, thank you for the backhanded insult. Now, you know what? I appreciate that as always. And I'm going to be honest with you on here. I am dealing with a bit of Montezuma's revenge.
Oof.
And I think are we finished here? Or are we?
Please go before.
I think Sheri's saying that you're finished here.
Yeah, you're done.
All right. Hey, you all have a lovely evening, and remember, show some love to the glove. We're going to be there. Chicago, we're coming.
Chicago 312.
There it is. Wow, he's out just like that. I have one thing I have to show that the people demand every week before we wrap things up. And if you guys have anything else you want to talk about, we'll talk about it right on the other side of that. But for now, it's we always, by the end of every show, we have to give the people their moment of Sal.
Well, that made the whole show. Look at that crowd. That was amazing. So
you could
good.
feel it like through the the sound. You could feel it. It's very chilling. It's awesome. Very jealous, especially the weather.
Same.
Yeah, it did look nice. So we just to answer some of the questions, because we do try to we're getting compliments, by the way, ladies. So great job tonight.
Whoop,
You
whoop.
handled yourselves well.
Haters.
I enjoyed the conversation. The Chicago event, Grim Fan, is April 7th and 8th. That's what we know right now. I've heard we'll know something very soon
Very
on
soon.
the venue and the other details about everything going on.
Another
there.
little surprise event.
Pam wants to talk about Chris Adonis winning the World's Heavyweight Championship at 312. Well, Pam, I know that you're predicting that. That has not happened yet. But
Listen up, PDP. Tyrus will be winning or keeping his belt. So you just peddle your little Chris Adonis loving tushy out of here. Because Tyrus, I don't post favorites very often, but Tyrus is one of mine. Sorry,
Yep,
Phil. Love ya.
that's NWA Women's Television Championship. That's going on right now. Max the Impaler just advanced in that tournament. You've got Kenzie Page in there, and I'm trying to remember who else we've seen so far. But so that's still happening.
Camille's never given that up.
Well, they're talking about the TV championship.
Oh, the
but,
TV. Yes.
But speaking of Camille, this person says Missa Kate for NWA Women's Champ. Missa, are you?
I mean, I got two shoulders.
Yeah.
Oh, she wants both.
I'll take it all.
Wants it
I
all.
mean, maybe me and Matt will get all the belts. You know, I'll let her be TV champ. I'll be women's champ on top of us both being tag champs. It'll be really fun. I could do double duty one night.
Now you've bumped up against Camille at least a couple of times, right? I feel like I know I've seen you together in the ring once.
So we did tag once, and then she beat me up once. Both have been tags. When I first got to NWA, might have had a few select words to her at the podium, but it never got further than that. So maybe in the future. Right now, me and Maddie are focusing on our tag titles, but like I said, I got two shoulders, so I could double duty it. No worries.
All right. I like that. I like that confidence. Mike Durbin with his photos at all the shows. Thanks for being there, Mike. Camille tweeted Highland Park today. So can we, I don't think we should make assumptions, but I don't know. Sheri would be the person that would be better to know that.
I don't think I'm allowed to know information like that. I get in trouble.
Yeah. So, by the way, Polka Dot Pam saying you're just wrong.
Right. Could we just,
wrong.
so I don't have to suffer a long and painful month and a half before Chicago. I love Chris Adonis. He's the best in the world. Pam, I love that you love him. I'm just saying my money's on Tyrus. So
Gotcha.
Oh,
and
Pam
she
says-
says,
okay.
yeah. So apparently WPC did formally announce that. So yeah, we're seeing that in the chat. So
Nice.
all right. So Highland Park, there you go. You know
Highland
that much
Park.
then. All right.
Madam Zuzu's.
Yeah.
Lily's
that's good.
house.
Home of who?
All right.
What?
Home of who? Hannah Zuzu? What'd you say?
Madame Zuzu's. That's Billy's.
Oh,
It's
this is
his
the Zuzu
partner,
part.
Chloe, his fiance now.
Mhm.
Soon to be wife Chloe. It's vegan food, but it doesn't taste like vegan food, and I don't mean that mean, but a lot of the food I've eaten with Billy tastes like birdseed and cardboard, and at Madame Zuzu's it does not. It's just all really good food and happens to be vegan.
I've yet to have vegan
my
food.
plug.
I'm gonna try it.
And no info on tickets yet. That'll be out soon. But I guarantee you the website that you'll go to is NWATix.com. So it's going to be easy enough. That'll be where it is. All right. We're going to get out of here unless you guys have anything else you want to share.
Nope. Just we need to do a girls' night more often where we can get more girls. It was hard. A lot of girls were just traveling back from Mexico today. So next time,
Missa Kate was just going to be a special guest and ended up staying the entire time.
Took
I'm
one
committed.
but follow her on social
Somebody's
media.
going to clip that up. All right.
Follow me on social media. I could get you some music that you like, because that is what I do at the NWA. Is I'm the music director. Although,
Oh, well, you're the person to talk. I've been wondering about that. I was like, I need to get some music here. So there we go.
so, but if you liked the girls show, just hound Gary with messages. We need more.
That's what you should do. Let us know, and then I'll have the proof necessary to rub it in Joe and Kyle's and Danny Deal's face. Be like, guys, we got to have more all ladies. So
Maybe you have all the women's champions on here next time. Me, Maddie, and Camille. Women's champion night. And Sheri, of course. She's a champion in her own right.
Honorary
She
champion.
does.
yeah.
And we'll block Aaron from popping in.
Joe and Kyle were tweeting or texting me during this show saying that I'm trending on Twitter, that RIP Gary is trending on Twitter right now. So they were saying to make sure to post something about that. But I had no idea, but hopefully I'm all right.
You are. You're great, Gary. You're the best.
You're breathing.
Looks like it. All right. Well, thanks for everybody for being here. Follow Missa Kate and Sheri Shaw. You see there. And we love you guys. Thanks for being here. And our sign off, as always, enjoy your gravy.